Hi! The secret for creating huge percussions is with layering. And I must say, when done properly. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to layer your claps to make them sound huge and cut through the mix. And you can use this layering technique on anything. But first of all, why would you even listen to me? So I've been producing music for 8 years now, and I taught many others to improve their tracks through my online courses and private lessons. If you want to check it out, scan the QR code on the screen or click the link below. So today I'm working on this beat. So first of all, we need to define what is the goal with making a huge clap. We want to fill in the frequency spectrum as much as possible without affecting any of our other instruments. So let's start with the first clap, and I like to call that my body clap. So if I type classic clap, I will have all of these amazing claps. I'll start with this clap because it just sounds like this classic clap you hear in trap music or in hip hop or anything like that. So this is a really good base for our clap. Let's drag it into our project and we will put it on every second kick. So now we have this. But this is sounding a little bit thin. First of all, let's analyze it with an EQ. So what I can see, first of all, we have quite a lot in the higher mid range, which is good, but not enough in the lower mid range. It also has a lot of low frequencies which are unnecessary. Notice you can't even hear any of those high frequencies that are cut. Anything below 170 is barely audible even with headphones, so it's just unnecessary. It takes a lot of space in the mix and you just don't need it. Another thing I want to emphasize is that every time you drop a sample into your project, you want to cut the information that is not necessary if there is anything harsh or anything like that. So I will create a bell like this and scan through the frequency spectrum to see if there is anything I can cut. This for me sounds a little bit harsh, so I will make a little cut. Let me do this a couple of more times. So now my clap sounds a little bit cleaner. We need another layer, and I want a layer that has a lot more white noise. Maybe something that has a little bit of air inside. So I have all of these claps that could potentially work. Number 2 and number 3 could work quite well. Let's take number 2. Now, we don't need this clap to be that long, so I will create a fade like so to make it a little bit shorter. And let's have a listen to both of them together. Let's turn this clap off. Back on. And let's turn this one off, the first one. Now, I don't really need any of the transient because it's interfere with my classic clap. So what I can do is I can add a little bit of a fade like so. I just want the higher frequencies from the second clap. Let's also add an EQ on the second layer of our clap and make a few adjustments. So we don't need any of the lower frequencies, so they don't interfere with our first clap. Sounding pretty good, but it is missing a little bit of body, so we need another layer. This could be one option. Okay, so I found these two layers that could work quite well. So let's just loop the first one, and let's try to make a little bit of EQ adjustment, so we don't need any of the lower frequencies. We don't need any of that either, because it will interfere with our other two claps. And let's try to listen to it together with the other two claps. Sounding interesting, but I could probably take this clap and put it a little bit behind. I moved the clap just a little bit behind and it makes it sound much more interesting. The next thing you want to do to add that professional edge is pan the claps a little bit. So we started just with this clap. Just a classic clap to give a little bit of body, and what we notice is that it sits in the mid-range frequencies, high mids. And then we added this clap. This clap sits in the higher frequencies, so it doesn't interfere really with this clap. They both occupy slightly different space, but we still missed a little bit of body, so I added the third clap. And I also moved it a little bit behind those two claps. To see how I create this in context, together with the rest of the percussions, make sure to scan the QR code or click the link below. And make sure to not miss the next video, because I'll be revealing a pro sound design tip I can guarantee you haven't seen anywhere else. So watch that video next, and I'll see you in the next one.